Hello, I'm Paul Coste and welcome at my channel at paulcoste.com. Today's topic of our call is the first real, and I really mean it, real decentralized hybrid exchange of planet Earth. And this is an absolute game changer for everybody that's involved in trading. But before I dive into it, I want to make very, very sure. Of course, this is not a financial advice. This is my own opinion. I reflect the information I found over the internet, and I suggest you to do your own research all the time. But now let's be focused and let's get through the first use case, or the use case of the core blockchain, which is PingExchange itself, the first really ever built hybrid exchange on planet Earth, and why this is so sexy and unique. I will show you immediately. But before I do this, I want to show you the Core Decentralized Technologies YouTube channel. We are going to see this video here, 2 minutes to 42 seconds, explaining why it's so unique. And after it, we will just jump into it to explain it in normal language that normal people which have not the experience of blockchain can understand what we're talking about. But for now, let's be seeing what Ockard has to say.
More money is a financial service provider use case platform. With digitization at the forefront, it will change the very way banks operate, adopting fintech solutions. Apart from this, the bank charges and fees for services we rely on every day has an impact on our daily costs, and it's an expensive one at that. All money's banking as a service includes cryptocurrency, transacting with fiat, crypto, digitized assets, commodities, etc., all integrated with PingExchange, a hybrid trading platform. Unified in the core token's autonomous smart contract, secures peer-to-peer lending. The secure peer-to-peer facilitation will transform the banking and financial industry. Wall Money has integrated distributor ledger technologies such as Trezor, a hardware wallet, as well as Ledger to safeguard the security of your wallets, or as we know it in the current world, internet banking. Anything can enter a digitized environment, whether it is a transaction, document, event, etc., entering other blockchains and linking activities outside the blockchain, providing a POS device that offers all banking services and more. For those who still prefer plastic, Wall Money has developed a crypto card. Wall Money is also an innovative global provider of electronic payment solutions, using smart POS devices, offering world-class, cost-effective, and superior quality products. This allows for freedom of business without any delays, as payments are no longer dependent on intermediary service providers or currencies, resulting in a substantial decrease in transactional fees, making it more affordable for everyone, as businesses or merchants are accepting fiat and crypto.
And now again, why is PingExchange the absolute game changer for everybody out there? It's a game changer because at PingExchange, there's a characteristic which you don't have in the classical exchange market. And I don't want to hit against no one in the market, but the five biggest exchanges out there, they're having the same problem. Not your coins, not your keys, not your coins, meaning that on a centralized exchange, if you don't own the keys, the assets, the commodities, it's not yours. It's due to the regulation, the ownership is at the exchange. And we've seen so much times in the last, well, and I trade since 2017, 18, I started trading. At the beginning, I didn't want to trade because I said trading is harming the newbies because they don't know how to trade and lose their money. But actually with PingExchange, we changed this. Why we changed this? It's very, very simple. If you trade, you're interested to do a very, very safe, fast trade. And PingExchange is the first peer-to-peer trading, barter trade, hybrid exchange, giving you the possibility of a very safe custodial environment created in a peer-to-peer channel between you and the other party which you're trading with. And that can be an individual person, an institution, as we heard. It can be a government. It can be whatever organization. And because of the characteristics of the smart contract enabler platform core token, which is part of the core blockchain, you are very, very safe, meaning that your value is not going to change at the period where you're exchanging or doing the trade. And the time for doing a trade after you've identified yourself onto the first core pass digital identity platform on smart contract is 42 seconds flat. You can transact, you can send in 42 seconds assets, currencies, whatever you want to trade, commodities, back and forward through your core blockchain on the core Luna mesh. And why that's so unique? It's because in any other case where you're trading today, you are actually giving your assets into a centralized environment of one of the 5 biggest exchanges, which has nothing to do with PingExchange. And I don't want to mention their name because I don't want to harm them actually. And you need to trust them. And in the past, in my case, in PaulCosta.com's case, it happened a lot of times in trading that in a centralized environment, the internet was not working and I could not access an actual trade, or after the platform had delays, or. In PingExchange, it cannot happen to you. It cannot happen to you because, like I said, the entire ecosystem is built within the last 9 years and goes now into the start sequence. It gives you the possibility really to be part of a game-changing activity on a peer-to-peer network. And it starts, and for those of you who are a little bit familiar with the entire infrastructure, MasterCard, the biggest and the fastest transacting financial service provider, is transacting a confirmed transaction in euro, let's say, in 24, 72 hours, or even in some cases, even more. It can take up to 40 days in the classical environment. In a digitized environment, with under respect of all the sitting regulation, 24 hours is a good time for MasterCard. We do this in 42 seconds on PingExchange, and on a peer-to-peer base, offline, because your funds are never on PingExchange. They are stored through your CorePass ID on your decentralized offline wallet, which for the time doing a transaction, creating a private peer-to-peer channel for you. And like this, you are supporting and transmitting as well the entire network. And this is the motivation why we are, from the beginning, supporting the core decentralized technologies, applications, decentralized applications, and the entire use cases. And this is the motivation why we are so hyped about their going live and making it accessible for us as entrepreneurs, but for us also as human beings, because it's one platform. You can do it from there. Everything, you are safe, you are protected. Until now, you cannot get hacked. Why it's a game changer? Because within the last 5 years, I had a lot of opportunities to sell Bitcoin, to buy Bitcoin, and I had a lot of opportunities to talk about OTC. For those of you who don't know what OTC is, if a whale, if a millionaire wants to buy for 100 million Bitcoin, Ethereum, or one of the other existing assets out there, it will happen always in OTC, never over an exchange, never over a centralized exchange, because it's always going to influence the market. It's going to happen OTC, meaning over the counter, the people they meet somewhere, drink a coffee and exchange assets or do it online over an internet or whatever connectivity they have. And 99% of the time I spend in OTC was time wasting because the people have not been genuine, or because of the ego of billionaires and millionaires, who pays first, who shows first. If prices went up or dropped by 4 or 5%, everybody was, we don't do the transaction. So it was very hard to get a deal done there. PingExchange changes this. Changes it through the component Wall Money, which is not part of the discussion today. Wall Money is offering a decentralized banking as a service solution, including an escrow facility and especially an OTC possibility. And that's very important to know, because everybody related to DAO trading, to high frequency trading, to institutional trading, they gonna love this hybrid exchange barter trade platform a lot, I can tell you. And I'm very, very hyped, because it offers a cross blockchain, cross-border, cross-blockchain and multi-blockchain open API possibility. That means you don't need to send actually your Bitcoins from PingExchange into, I don't know, whatever other exchange to trade them. You can do your arbitrage and whatever trading from PingExchange. And to put it really on top of it, I want to go back to CoreBlockchain. What's so special about CoreBlockchain? CoreBlockchain gives you now the possibility, since 6th May 2022, to mine the core coin. You need the core coin, and you can accumulate it now for free by mining it for PingExchange. But as well, core coin has a sub-unit denomination, let's say an explainer, which I suggest, and I will put it in the description of this video. It shows you what smart contract really means, and why autonomous smart contracts on the core blockchain are else as anywhere else in DAO trading through the core token custodial smart contract environment is safe, and no volatility or no third-party involvement is going to risk or be possible to involve in the transaction, and this is why it's so sure. But for us as traders, it's very important to know that we get remunerated through core coin by every trade or interaction we are doing on the core blockchain. And therefore, it's very important to know what in this denomination unit article is written. And if you think I'm really joking with you, then I suggest really you go to speedtest.net or org, and you test speedtest. You test your internet velocity, your speed, and maybe then you understand that we are starting just at 600 megabit per second. 600 megabit per second within a global mesh, where everybody who is connecting is part of the entire network and gets remunerated, and that creates such a demand on the token itself, on core token, which is just 1 billion max supply token and governs the entire smart contracts of the hybrid exchange of PingExchange, whether it's in a centralized or decentralized environment, doesn't even matter. And like that, you can become a peer. You can become, the first time really in our lives, a master node of an ecosystem which pays you by every interaction, even if you don't touch the phone, by just transmitting this. If you like the content that I provide, I'm PaulKoster.com. I'm not a professional YouTuber. I have a lot of emotions because I know this project now for 9 years. 9 years development are done. Their core blockchain is heading towards the entire waterfall manner, putting life of the entire ecosystem. And with the next calls, we are going to pick up one of the other use cases. And I would love to have you as a subscriber or just liking and sharing this video. And say thank you and see you next time to the next video. I'm Paul Koster. Visit my webpage, PaulKoster.com, and just take a look into the description. You'll find there the important links and accessible information I've presented to you in this video. Thank you. See you next time.